What is great, good, and real, family? Welcome back to the Do You Rules channel, where it is always about doing you. Now, today, we're exploring a profound mindset concept that is echoed through history and is destined for us all, including you who are watching. Memento mori. This Latin phrase translates to remember, you must die. And it carries with it a powerful message about life, death, and what it means to truly live. So let's get busy on this topic and how it helps you do you. I thought it might be beneficial to go through a story around my first experience with death, which for me occurred at the ripe old age of 6. And it begins with my mother dropping me off at my grandparents' house. And of course, I remember it raining that day. But this rain was different, as I distinctly remember the raindrops were like big golf ball pellets just crashing against my face. So we pull up. I sprint to the front of the house, already reaching out to ring the bell. But before I could even ring it, the yellow door attached to my grandparents' yellow house just ripped wide open. And standing frantically at the doorway was my youngest uncle. And he was shouting at me, "Hurry up, hurry your ass up. We need to get upstairs. Everyone is there watching Cousin P on TV." Injected with the rush of adrenaline, my uncle and I ran up the stairs so fast, man. It's like we levitated up. Levitating to the place where this was all happening, where P was on TV, grandma's bedroom. Now, parents' rooms are normally off limits for kids of my age, as they were like some mystical god quarters, only to be entered when something like a whooping, a lecture, or some kind of wisdom was being passed down. But this day was different. Everyone was there. I mean, everyone. And now we were too. The door to grandma's room was wide open, and as we approached, I could now feel my heart beating outside of my chest, and my breath was getting really heavy. And suddenly, I realized I had no real idea why I was being rushed up, nor what to really expect, but I do remember thinking, P was blessed with the type of charisma and personality big enough to fill the grandest and brightest screen. So it was no wonder, at least to me, that P was on TV. And wow, being on TV has to be a really big deal. So I entered the room, and I remember noticing everyone in the family there sitting or laying down in complete stillness and silence, except for grandma. She too was completely still and silent, but she was standing just to the left of the TV in a deep, deep stare. Instinctively, I knew I want to be close to my grandma. So I made my move, stepping over and through bodies. It felt like hours to get across, but I did, and I was finally right beside my grandma. I looked up and I noticed her posture fully erect, almost as if standing at attention, military style. I said, Ma, P is on TV. I want to see." She barely moved. Ma, I cried out again. And in movie style slow motion, it hit me. My grandmother's right arm, which I was tugging on, was moist. Her left arm was raised up with her hand. Her hand was covering her mouth. Tears were streaming down the side of her face, and one hit me on the top of the head. And when it hit me, it felt like the golf ball pellets from the rain outside. I squeezed my grandmother's right hand in absolute terror and locked in on the black and white TV screen. Now entranced like everyone else in the room, I watched the man in a suit, microphone in hand, outside Cousin P's apartment building, with a picture of Cousin P in the upper right-hand corner, detailing the tragic final moments of Cousin P's life. Ma, what happened to P? I asked. My grandmother looked down on me and said, "P got her wings today. She was only 16. Memento mori. Remember, you must die." And it's more than just a reminder of our mortality. It is an invitation to reflect on the impermanence of life. Originating in ancient Rome, this phrase was often used to remind individuals of their mortality, encouraging them to live with purpose and intention. It is a call to appreciate the present moment and to recognize that life is fleeting. Now, throughout history, memento mori has been depicted in various forms of art and literature. In the Middle Ages, it was actually quite common to see symbols like skulls, hourglasses, and wilting flowers in paintings, serving as reminders of death. Artists like Hans Holbein and Caravaggio used these symbols to provoke thought about life's transience. Even in literature, writers like Shakespeare and Seneca have explored themes of mortality, urging us to reflect on our lives. For me, my first experience with this, as far as a teaching, was introduced to me through the book Laws of Human Nature by Robert Greene. There's a line in it which resonated and hit me deep where he states something to the effect of, go outside into the world and look around you at all the people and realize that in another 90 years or so, most of them, including you, will not be around. What does memento mori mean for us today? In our fast-paced, often chaotic lives, it's easy to forget that our time is limited, particularly when the world is designed to never leave free time in your mind for fear of boredom. This concept encourages us to prioritize what truly matters, our relationships, passions, and experiences. It's about living authentically and making choices that align with our values. It's vulnerability to set your soul free and release any inhibition or fear that might be restricting you and holding you back. It's your passport to the life you see for yourself before the life you see for yourself expires. So how can we incorporate memento mori into our lives? Glad you asked. I got 5 quick and easy steps for you. Number 1, overcome fear. Fear of failure or the unknown can hold us back from pursuing our dreams. Memento mori teaches us that life is too short to be governed by fear. By embracing this philosophy, we can take bold steps towards our goals, knowing that the only true failure is not trying at all. Number 2, live with intention. By acknowledging memento mori, we understand that our time is limited, which adds urgency and importance to our intentions. Every day becomes an opportunity to move closer to our dreams or a life worth living with love while appreciating the present moment. Number 3, reflect daily. Take a few moments each day to reflect on your own mortality. This could be through journaling, meditation, or even prayer. Ask yourself, what do I want to achieve? What truly matters to me? What makes me feel joyful and loved? Number 4, practice gratitude. Cultivating gratitude can shift your perspective. Each day, write down 3 things you're grateful for. This practice helps you appreciate the present and recognize the beauty in everyday moments. Number 5, prioritize relationships. Invest time in the people who matter most. The majority of your success and fulfillment of love in life is through your relationship experiences, and I believe of extreme significance. Please cherish those you love the most. Parents, significant others, my God, your children, if you have them, and all across the spectrum, because you just never know when's the last time you'll see them in this realm. I believe now a proper segue as we wrap up today's exploration of memento mori. Remember that life is a precious gift and our time here is limited. But by embracing this concept, we can cultivate a deeper appreciation for each moment and live more intentionally. So take a moment today to reflect on what truly matters to you, nurture your relationships, practice gratitude, overcome your fears, and again, live intentionally. If you found value in this video, please give it a thumbs up, share it with someone who might need this reminder, comment with love, and don't forget to subscribe for more insights on doing you with your life. Until next time, stay blessed, live fully, cherish every moment. Change your mind, change your life. I am who I say I am. Do you and stay rich.